Hi, I'm Misha.
And I'm James.
And we are part of the Cypress Pillar Healing Arts Mystery School. I teach things like tarot and some different traditional healing and Reiki.
And I teach runes and older Northern European forms of healing and martial arts that's connected to mystery schools as well.
I also teach belly dance that's connected to mystery stuff. Are we done?
I think we're done.
Okay. So we won't continue talking about the things that we do. Instead, we're here to talk to you about this really cool deck called the Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle. And this deck was made by, I'm really sorry, I'm probably going to slaughter the name, Athena Noctua. I want to put an R in there, but it's not. And they're on Etsy. So you might know them if you've ever seen the little crystal ball oracle, which is super cute. They are out of, I believe, the UK. And this was a Kickstarter deck, which was really, really neat. And I give them mad props because they were able to make this deck and have it be fairly affordable. And also have it be something that that was not super expensive with shipping. A lot of times when we get things coming out of the UK, unfortunately, it's kind of pricey. So this is the deck. It's small and pocket-sized. And on her Kickstarter, or I shouldn't say her, on their Kickstarter, they were saying that they liked the pocket oracle size, and so that's why they went with them, with this size for the deck. You'll know it comes in a really nice box. It's pretty hard, nice. Got the really pretty silver foil on it. It's good and sturdy. The cards are really nice and sturdy themselves too. The bad news is there's no guidebook. So, I mean, there is, but it's a PDF and it's beautiful. The artist did an incredible job. They did a really, really good job explaining everything. Like for me personally, I like to have the book with the cards, but that would have added a big extra expense, I think. So just know that if you're looking to be able to pop the book out with this, you would have to have a PDF or print it out, but that is available. So don't feel like if you don't know runes, you know, it's the guidebook is, I think, really well done. And I bought this deck totally for the art, really, because I thought the art was gorgeous. And every card has the rune and an animal on it. And the animal is supposed to be evoking the message of the rune. So, James, what do you think? What is this rune?
This rune is Feu.
We're not going to go through every rune,
no,
but he's going to talk to you about
this is Feu, and Feu represents, on its most base level, wealth, coins and cattle, depending upon which time period you're looking into. But I think it's an excellent choice of an animal for that, because squirrels are always hoarding away for winter and getting their wealth, which in this case would be nuts, and putting them away somewhere. Maybe. Yeah.
So what's cool in the guidebook is it has like little keywords. So wealth, luck, abundance, energy, and fertility. So high five.
All right.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
He did that without looking at the computer that you can't see that's off screen. So I really love the cards. I think that they're beautiful. We won't go through all of them because I like to leave a little bit of mystery, but I'll show you just a couple first ones that pop up. You want to talk about this one?
Thurizaz is it is a wolf, and Thurizaz itself it represents thorns. It also represents the Thurs, which were the great chaotic primal beings that later kind of get called giants and pigeonholed into things, but really represent some of the more root things in life, and it also has a representation because of those of Thor. And in later versions of the poem, in the Anglo-Saxon poem, Thurizaz becomes Thorn, representing protection for flowers and plants against would-be things that come and eat it.
Nice. And I think that this is like my favorite rune, so I'm excited that this one popped up. Again, I really love the artwork, so I don't know anything about runes. I don't particularly like them. I've tried to learn them. I'm really glad James is here to teach them because every time I'm just like, nah. But what I think is really neat about this, I understand what a wolf means, and I understand the idea of thorns. And so for someone like me who's not super great at remembering what the symbols mean, this is kind of a nice bridge. So it's kind of a nice way to kind of bridge that gap. do you have, like, I'll just let you, if you want to go through some of them, and I know you had some thoughts about them. I'll show off the art if you want to sort of
For the most part, I'm pleased to see they chose the Elder Futhark. That's the most ancient, oldest Germanic Futhark. When people talk about Viking runes, what they're really talking about is the younger Futhark. These runes predate what we would call Vikings as far as time period goes. They're the oldest runes that we would have. So I was pleased to see they went with that. I noticed a couple of the runes, at least one of them, they chose an alternate spelling.
Yeah, like symbol,
like the symbol's a little
yeah.
different and may not represent the full Elder Futhark as we know it. But they also didn't go with Bloom's version that was released in the 60s or 70s that had the blank rune and all this other stuff. And by and large, from what I've seen, most
really
of the... Yeah, he's cute. Most of the animal images really match up to the meaning of the rune, and when they don't, I think it's good because it gives you pause to go, okay, why would they have chosen that?
Ooh. That ooh noise was, I really like that one. I haven't looked at these. This is actually, we're actually unboxing them.
It's a great example because I would never have put Pertho with a snake, but they did, so it's really interesting to wonder why they may have chosen that, given some of the definitions of Pertho. So
what's your definition of it?
Well, Pertho is about luck, but luck for the Germanic people was much more about cause and effect and choosing and tending to the right things so that things got better. So snakes.
So interesting. So this is a great example of an oracle card versus just like a straight up rune reading. So in her, sorry, I keep saying her. I was under the impression that the artist was identified was she/her, and I'm so sorry. I'm very possibly wrong, and I don't know where I'm getting that from. So the artist mentioned that some of the keywords were good omen, fate, unknown, initiation, and occult. And if you look, the snake actually has two heads.
It does. I see.
Yeah. So the snake is two-headed, and it's holding a key. And so it's this idea in their interpretation of being able to see fate and what's unknown. It says that their third eye is open, which I guess you can kind of see there's like a little eye on the top of the head, which is kind of cool. And that idea of living between the known and the unknown. So this is a great example of how you can take their interpretation, weave it in with the I guess you could say the more traditionally understood.
Yeah. We'll say that.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and let you see the rest of the cards yourself. And do you have anything else to say?
No, I think that pretty much covers it. It's a really nice little deck, and it's a really good introduction to runes if you're not just liking staring at shapes, because you do have the animals and the different ideas behind those.
I don't like just staring at shapes. So yeah, so maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the deck that helps me learn runes. So yeah, so we hope you enjoyed our review. James teaches regular runes classes. I teach tarot classes and some other goodies as well. And hopefully we'll see you around sometime.